on half of my head. Let's move it right here. All right. So I guess no messages have gotten through, or maybe they did. Hi, Mr. Joe Biden. Hi, Lester Holt. Mr. David Muir. Tom Yamas, if that is in fact your real name. I don't know if you took your wife's last name. And anyway, Mr. Rounds, Mike Rounds with the Wall Street Center, Invent Idea. That's everybody. So, you guys know I used to work for Bank of America, and I used to do sales and referrals. First of all, I want you to know I busted my ass to get those sales and referrals, and I was good at that. I was really, 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 really good at that. People would have like $1 million in their account, and I would go, "Hey, yeah, what's going on? I heard you're an Advantage customer. I know you get interest, but there's something that we can offer you if you allow me to give your number to a personal banker. He has investment opportunities and ideas such as CDs, bonds, and he can refinance your mortgage for a lower rate. But there's just opportunities that's available in his possession with his knowledge that he'll discreetly pass on to you. Um, it's a good time in the market and room to have that opportunity, and let me have you give them a call. And don't forget to also break your bills down. If it's $100 bill, I'll give you two 20s, two 10s, uh, two 10s, and let's say six fives and 10 ones. And, if you need 9 ones and 4 quarters. Hey, this is your beanie baby. You want to buy a little beanie baby? And hey, you have $25 in your account, etc., so on. So I did that and had over like 200 referrals in that year. I don't know how many years. One time we did the contest. Let's do 10 referrals, and so they would give me a bonus check every 3 months as hush money. And so basically, all I had to do was make my transactions. I had to batch my checks and put my deposits and credits, and make sure that the dates and the checks were right. And one day the system was down. This guy wanted 10 grand. I'm like, is he good for it? And Chambers goes, yeah, he's good for it. And this one lady's read. She says, you gave me the extra $100. I'm like, oh, you should have kept it. I didn't say that, but she gave it back, and good to know because I was $100 short. But often I would, um, you have to count your burn. You have to count the money what you start with. You have to log it in at the end after you do your batches. All of it has to be in a row, and your money has to balance at zero. Okay, so it's a lot more difficult than people think when you have to sell and get accounts and stuff open. And I was watching Wall Street, and I saw the CEO of Bank of America, and I heard you about Mr. Ryan's and Apple. So Apple a day keeps the doctor away. And anyway, so anyway, you guys hired me, and I don't know how your sales and referrals went after that. Maybe it was contagious where people just automatically started getting those deals done, but maybe not because I'm the only one that has that much money in there. So what happened was those investments went above and beyond, and I would even call and say, "Hey, this is going on in your account. Something's here. You have some information here to the safe lock deposit, and what's in there, and this is the right key." And I would make sure that everything was all set there. And I was the lobby manager, which doesn't mean diddly squat. I always make sure cookies and crackers are out there. Cookies and coffee was out there for the crackers, and I mean crackers for the birds. I really did that. And so anyway, and so now you're getting my take on YouTube, which is the only way that I can communicate. I tried calling them, they refused to pick up, and which is okay because I didn't want to talk to them anyway. And so then you have to type it in, and you have to other things you have to do in bank. You know how banking is, so have to get up on time. You have to open the office and dress cordial. You have to dress professional. And you have to say, be bubbly and say, "Welcome to Bank of America." So I say, "Welcome to Bank of America. This is Meisha May. How can I help you today?" "Oh, you want to cash a check? Well, have you considered opening up an account? Let's say you want to open an account for $5,000. I did those, on, etc." So people that come in, "I just want to cash my check, girl." This dude's like, "Hey, girl, I just want to cash my check." I'm like, "How much you got?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." I just said, "Yeah." I was like, "How much you have?" It's $150 check. I said, "Well, you know what? You can make a deposit for $25. You won't have to worry about that. We will waive the checking fee today, and you don't have to worry about the checking fee. And then if you keep it in there, it moves from your checking and savings account. We have overdraft protection. Let's say you need that for a rainy day. And then really get him, and he go, mm, and I would say, well, did you know that with that money, you can get cashier's checks and money orders and stuff like that for free." I forget what else I said, but it was really catchy. And so I go to the award show, and I had the number one referrals, didn't get acknowledged for it. I took the banquet server $35, did not drink, nor did I drink on my 21st birthday. You know why? Because a little birdie told me not to. I said, "What, little birdie?" Said, "Don't drink on your 21st birthday." I was like, "I wasn't going to do that no way. But thanks for the motivation." So he's like, so I forget what exactly I told him, but I really had it going on back then when my mind was sharper. What did I used to say? 25. And I would say, "Oh, do you know you qualify for a credit card when you open up an account?" And stuff like that, right? He's like, uh-huh. I said, $500. All you have to pay is minimum $20 a month. So I used to get him like that. So he's over there talking to marbles, right? He's like, "I want to put $25 in open account." He still got an account to this day. Well, probably got like a $2,500 credit card. So, and online banking is free, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, so that's what I did, okay? And I was very, very good at my job. And and then what else on the job, on the gig? I mean, that was pretty much the gist of it. And besides credit cards and stuff, which was enough, I would say tell the Advantage customers, it opens loans for the bank, opens personal loans and stuff like that if you want to open up a business and stuff. Because I always giving it to the Chinese, never give it to their own people. And tell us with what for you can do, what can you do for your country? Now, what can you do for us? You're letting the Chinese over here building walls and stuff again, and all that. And I don't think that wall is working over there in the border. You're letting them over anyway, and you should have a more course of action to take place. Um, why don't you put like uh, a bitch up there? Her walls are up there. She's got barbed wire fences. Put a bunch of big fat bitches up there and just go like that. That would be a stronger security system. And anyway, so that wasn't funny, but anyway, it was funny to me. And she's like this. So yeah, mom, hey, would you quit trying to crunk me up? Don't You ain't gotta crunk up the realest. You ain't gotta salute to me. Do I look like a soldier? And if I was a soldier, and if I was wearing this, I want to know what are you gonna do about it. Okay? Then get down and give me 20 push-ups right now because we're gonna watch syndication. We're gonna watch you do it. All right. So, how long is this damn tape? 9 minutes. Like just a young buck in such and such. Went to school but thought I couldn't keep up. So I from pasture. Now I'm blasting this song and I don't wanna hear you speaking about. Are you talking about? Are your demonstration and your examples on the board? Look, I took the book and learned everything like okay, forget. Anyway, but I was in the beginning. I was jamming. I fell asleep like Sister Acted, but I woke back up. Said, "Copy, give me copy of your notes, cause sounded like Eminem when I did that." And I wrote exactly what you said on paper. Yes and no. Do I like it? Maybe. I was copying notes. There were up all nighters while I was in which okay, okay. I was so so Forest Park, wake up. This is an up all nighter, guys. I'm not gonna put my job at Wall Street. And anyway, it's not all in my mind. And so you guys have to get up because it is May. Um, and this is the finals. So last time we left off Diplomat, we were right at midterms, after the midterms. So you take everything, all the notes, and copy them. Get your notes from. Nobody's got notes. Well, where are we gonna get notes from? We gotta get notes. We can't steal the answer key. Oh my God! Now we gotta get notes. You guys are losers. You are pathetic. You slept your way. You could have kept one person up. Just forget it. Um, Not the back of the book, you schmuck. For notes, let's go. They ain't gonna give you their notes. They're gonna say, no. So this is a shock situation. I don't know why you depending on me. So how am I supposed to know where the notes say? You the one there. You the one about to fail. And Forest Park is on the map, and you guys are like taking this so not seriously. And then you're gonna walk down the aisle and be like, "Oh, I deserve it." You're probably gonna be nobodies. You're going nowhere with your life. You need to go to UMSL or WashU after you get out here and get a 4 year degree. Go to the tutor. Tutor's closed. Can't y'all go to the room down there? They open, they open, they open, they open. Go to the room next door to the tutor. Get some notes from there. Go find somebody and go on the computer. And the resume class is still open. Copy the resumes, okay? And scratch his name out and put Jigga on top. And then scratch Jigga out and put Nicholas on top or whatever your name is. And say what they said. Just use a couple words different and write your resume up, okay? Um, get up there now and do it, Timothy. And anyway, uh, for notes, go over there and see who's in there. I don't think anybody's in there. All I know is just go over there and see if you can get a buddy over there and do it. Okay, find somebody over there and converse notes. It'll be somebody over there. And if you're the only ones in the room, then so they left the door open with no window open. All right, plan B. Everybody go to please go to I know it's in the book. Ain't no notes nowhere. How they supposed to pass now? Talking about some they sleeping and shit, man. Sometimes I'm the one with problems. You know, on Judgment Day, I'm going to judge you people about this. It ain't over. The devil got your soul over it, okay? There's no notes. The only thing can suggest, if there's no notes and you guys have no idea what you're doing in math, half of the shit in history, oh my God. There's usually, scratch that, we are fucked. The only way I can see out of that is if we make up something. All right, math. Let's start with where we at in college algebra. Okay, what's the answer? We'll do um oh, the columns and the rows. Okay, so 9 plus 2 is 7, which is equal 9 times 7 is 63 times 2 is 126 and stuff like that. So you guys got that. Equals, it's always equals greater than, uh, it's always equals greater, is it greater than, it always equals, 1 is greater than less than 0, or 0 is equal or greater than 1. Sometimes it's 0 is equal, sometimes it's, that's always the answer. Okay, it's always 0 is greater than or less than 1, greater than or equal to 1, or 1 is greater than or less than or equal to 0. Everybody got that? Let's move along to the parentheses and the brackets. Pretty simple. So you got your 3 parentheses, and the bracket is a 5 plus 3. So the 5 plus 3 is 8. The parentheses is 3, which makes it 24. And you got what is it? A plus 24 plus 8 times. Um, so you always go to parentheses first, which is another 5 plus 2 is 7. So we said, what was the first one? 3, and first one was 8. 8 plus 3 is 24, and then the brackets is 7 times 8 is 56, 66, 76, which equals 80. So everybody got those? Okay. Factorial is self-explanatory. 5 factorial is always 5 times 4 is 20, times 3 is 60, times 2 is 120. Everybody got it? The slopes in the graphs is, so it is x squared, it's x squared plus 2 equals 0. What you do is you take the 2, make it a negative 2, it's a negative 2 at the 0, which brings the negative 2 down, and 2 cancels out. X squared is equal to negative 2. What you do is you bring x down, the x cancels out, square equals negative 2. X squared equals negative 2. And then what you do is you cancel the x's out, which makes it 1x. X equals negative 2. Everybody got those? Okay, that's pretty much the gist of it. So you find negative 2 on your slope, which is down and over to the left spots. Okay, everybody got algebra? All right. History. What we need to emphasize on is, everybody cheating, man. And what we need to emphasize on is the product of goods and services, always mention that. Child labor laws 1912, burning bras. Everybody knows all that crap. So we want to talk about, say, Elizabeth. She's one. She's a famous artist. We got that off Jeopardy. Um, don't forget to mention Albert the Great. Okay, Albert the Great was a he was either a poet or a warrior. He had to be a warrior because this is history. Don't forget history. There's always key words that they mean land insofar as United States. So it may say something like, uh, Hiroshima and Nagasaki um, dropped bombs on Pearl Harbor, and then they may say, what are they speaking in reference to? And all you gotta say is um, Pearl Harbor was like a government assigned building that did a bunch of Wall Street stuff. It didn't do Wall Street stuff. It was classified, spied information and stuff. Okay. Oh, sorry. And then so just remember stuff like that. And then so you got the social studies part, and also in history, moving along from history, we have advertising. You guys have to come up with a catchy advertising. Not only that, but you have to come up with a product. And so the product is going to be air. Okay, we're going to sell air. Why? We're going to do the big gimmick. Okay, I don't care if they went with gimmick. We're going to go with hoax as well. So we're going to sell air. And how are we going to sell air? We're going to sell it in balloons. Okay, so if you guys don't have balloons or anything, you don't have nothing like that, a glove or nothing. Okay, so we're selling air. Okay, and what it is we're gonna say let us explain. We're gonna say can of whoop ass like the Rock, right? And we're gonna say we're selling you ways to provoke someone with using humor. Okay, we're gonna say we're a booklet, but we're actually on film. Everybody got it? Go. So that's an idea. Where we're at introduction of broad. I ain't even talk about introduction to broadcasting, radio production. So we covered all that, and then let's go to English. Do we listen? Do we miss anything? That's the bell. Okay, does everybody got it? Anything else you need to know about? English 101. Okay, so you have the thing in the back of the book where you have to check the references, the authors, and illustrations and stuff. And so he's going to get you for stuff like hyphens over cafe and stuff. So don't use words like that in Spanish words and stuff. So I know you want to go there because you're thinking of a way to say genre and stuff. So we are going to go to script writing class, and we're going to use it we're going to use it in script writing. We're going to say we're going to talk about let's see, that was advertising. So in script writing, we're going to hurry up and write up something or type up something, and we're going to say what's it about? It's about, we're going to say playing house. Okay, so we're going to say this show is about acting. Script writing is about acting. So it's a play off of Friends. All right. So what we're going to do is say, we're going to start off, no one told you life was going to be this way. Okay, so, and then it says, a woman enters, we're going to say, hey, we're going to talk about how we all met, and we're going to say we met because we were all standing in this apartment. Has to be unusual. we were staying in this apartment because it was all up for rent. And so we were all there, and they were having a little party for people to view the house. And then we started trying to outbid each other because people really wanted the apartment. And anyway, what happened is friends came on. And we were all thinking, hey, maybe if we rented together these multiple bathrooms instead of just me in the house, I was going to keep a couple extra rooms for offices, it'd be cheaper. And he was like, but honey, we can afford it. And she was like, yeah, I know we can afford it, but doesn't that, can't we buy like, isn't that just extra savings? We can cut down on the credit cards and we'll have someone to double date. And those were the real reasons and stuff. And so it gets quirky like that. The end of the script, right? Everybody's got it, right? Okay. So the other scene on Friends besides the apartment is the classroom. So it's an acting class, and he's going to write his name. He's Mr. Triviani, and the class is about getting your getting your has to do with acting. So the driver's ed, acting. It's about getting an audition for a part. Okay, so we go to this class to try to audition for a part, and anyway, the part is actually a home tape on YouTube. Okay.
Stay out of my room.
So we're all dressed up, and the reason why
Stay out of my room.
The reason why we want to go on YouTube is and do the part is because we're hoping that people see it.
I'll tell on all you motherfuckers.
I need my phone, Linda. Can you give me my phone?
Hoping people see it, so that we can show the apartment and stuff. And anyway, we want to show the apartment and we want to show the classroom because we're having a party. Okay.
C. Howerton, can you come
so
to
we're
the
advertising
front,
our party.
C.
And we're
Howerton,
hoping
can you
people
come
see it
to
on
the front?
YouTube. Okay. It's kind of how it works. So we're having this party. So third scene, we're having this party. So people come in. First, we're like, doors ring. We're like, hey. We're like, come on, tip $1. It's like, here's your dollar. Where's that bitch, motherfucker? And then, so everybody's chilling at the party. Some people give $1. Some people taking some out and everything. Monica's like, hey, give me back that $1. He's like, go ask Jerry Springer about it. It's like, what's Jerry got to do it? Says, I heard Jews is penny pincher or whatever, okay? And so anyway, Jerry's on in the background on syndication. Anyway, everybody's enjoying the party, and the parents show up, which are the teachers, and they say what they do. They're the chaperones, and we're like, wait a minute, are they trying to confuse us? So they're over there spiking a punch, and there's no dance contest or nothing like that. And so what happens is they were chaperoning. And people were getting a little too close, and they were sitting in the middle. So let's turn on a football game. And then they started playing something hip like, what comes on? The song Party. It's a we can't stop, and we won't stop. This is our house. This is our roof. So the teacher goes, this is our house. She already said, this is our roof. I'm gonna tell you what God love. And they were all up in there jamming and stuff. And then so the song went off, and everyone was like, cool, party. They were slow dancing and stuff like that. They were stealing each other's moves and stuff. And so end of the script, right? That's the end of it, okay? All right. Next thing, what was it? Back to English. So we're gonna make a bunch of lines. I don't care. We're gonna say these in English. It's about a teacher who was this English teacher, and he was really stern. And we're writing the strikes basically because he's got 3 strikes and he's out, something like that. So it's about the teacher. Everybody got it. That's your list. All right, good graduates. Everybody stayed up. Woo! Yeah, you get. He was telling boy. He was like in Miley's style. She was like, what was he saying? Oh, he was breaking it down, wasn't he? All right, so that's it, everybody.